everyone. Welcome to Anime Sickos. I can't continue the original intro. I'm being gripped by a powerful force, something that I can't resist. What is this? What is this aura? What is this killing intent? I've looked down before me.
It's the aura of condiments.
I have 10 condiments before me, folks. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because this is Condiment Kids 2, Mustard Monarchs, Complete Condiment Chaos. I'm Tama. I am the defender of the Dijon Dogma. Joining me is the other Condiment Kid. Introduce yourself, Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin, and I'm their most mustard majesty.
Their most mustard majesty. We're the Condiment Kids. Folks, do you know what this is? Do you remember? I think I mentioned it on an earlier Sickos episode very recently. But you might not.
How long ago was it?
I don't know. Man, time is so fucked lately. The last year, again, case in point. I don't know. If you don't know about Condiment Kids, what is Condiment Kids 2? What's Condiment Kids 1? Colin, fill in the listeners on the mustard lore.
So our wonderful friends, Andrew and Riley, on their show, The Podcast Minds, for episode 100, recruited other people to make podcasts, just random little podcasts that would all be released as episode 100. We all put our names in a hat and we got plucked out and paired together. Tom and I, got brought together and we're like, what are we going to make a podcast about? Here's what we normally make podcasts about, et cetera, et cetera. And at some point, one of us referenced the famous drill tweet, "Oh no, these are my tasting mustards."
I don't think that's true. It's somewhat funny. It's somewhat funny. Almost like these are my dipping mustards.
Yeah. And we decided to make a show called Condiment Kids, where we would bring together a variety of different condiments. I think we categorize them as vinegars, powders, goops, and something else.
Seasoned salts, goops and vinegars and oozes. It's really mostly goops, especially today. I'm looking at my tasting station, and this is a very goop heavy spread that we have this time. And when I mention my tasting station, I'm not speaking in metaphors, folks. We're going to be doing the thing that when you learn about audio production, the first thing they say is make sure you eat on mic. Everyone loves it. And so I'm finally doing the best practices. We're actually eating on the mic tonight.
We got that first episode. We got some really good mouth sounds.
But there were a lot of more dusts on the first one. I recall there were several salt and seasoning blends, Old Bay and Tony Chachere's. I know for sure that I ate a full dry spoon of. I'm very glad that we're mostly on the goops. They got the water built in on these.
Yeah, and significantly less salt this time.
Yes.
I do have both a glass of water and a glass of seltzer, both to hydrate and to cleanse my palate. But I'm really glad I'm only personally eating one thing with salt in the descriptor.
Mm-hmm. Before we go forward, and I know how much you want us to, because how could you not want to hear Condiment Kids 2, Mustard Monarchs, Complete Condiment Chaos? We do have some things to take care of first. First of all, how is there even a Condiment Kids 2? Well, it was because Colin said I want to do it, and I said okay. But my spending power is so low. What am I going to do? Andrew Sherman, the King, frequent collaborator, Anime Sickos, and one of the podcast mining guys, said, I will bankroll Condiment Kids 2, and it is due to his frankly unbelievable generosity that he has paid for and I am not joking, $100 of condiments that sit before me right now. So thank you to Andrew. And if you want to thank him in a real way, you're probably going to want to listen to the Podcast Minds and more broadly, the excellent Moonshot Podcast Network. I don't know what Andrew's title is but I know he's involved in a big way. Moonshot's great. They got lots of podcasts. I'm sure we're all aware of it.
There's one other thing. I can't believe I didn't tell you this.
Oh.
Of what brought Condiment Kids back up in my mind. And I don't know if you're public about this, so feel free to clip it out if so. But do you know what reminded me of Condiment Kids? I got called in to do some cameo line reads for the disappearances of Lydia Fontaine. And one of those line reads, it was encouraged to do an impression of you because it was supposed to be a play off of a line that you said as a part of that. And so I was like, well, I got to go listen to Condiment Kids to get re-familiarized with Tom's voice.
Oh, I love this. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not like hiding the fact that I am a main character in the Moonshot Podcast Network upcoming audio drama, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine. I have recorded all of my lines long ago. It's just that, like all audio dramas, it takes fucking forever to do the audio design, editing, and sound effects. So I don't know when that's going to be done. So that's why I don't talk about it. I don't want to hype it up and then be like, and it could be a year from now. I don't know. However, this should only pique your interest more to hear that Colin, their most mustard majesty, is gonna be a cameo doing an impression of me. Wow. I don't know why they cast me. I mean, it sounds like I'm slamming them, but it's just like my voice acting is like, oh, it's just me. Like if you heard me on Anime Sickos, that's me in the show. I can't do another voice anyway. Oh, the other thing.
The other thing. Yes.
The other thing is we got new patrons. I'm going to thank a couple of our patrons. We're going to get through these pretty quickly because, we want to eat the mustards. So our first new patron is going to be Jared Mason. Thank you, Jared. Next one is Teenage Castles. Thank you, Teenage Castles. You're going to be in grown-up castle one day, but don't grow up too fast. Next up is Troy Frisbee. Thank you, Troy. I have often thrown you around the park in my college days. And our final new patron that I'm going to shout out today, we have more, but I'm split them up between this and next episode, is Edge Peasant. Thank you, Edge Peasant, for your kind patronage. You can patronize us on animesickos.com. Nope, patreon.com/animesickos. I say us. It's not you, Colin. Sorry to talk about all the money I'm making and be like, you get none. But you do
get
it's
none.
So
I'm here for the love of the game, baby.
I think we need to talk about the main bulk of what we're going to be eating today, which is a box set of goops from an incredible organization that I didn't know existed. And I would like to actually read some of its literature. I have its literature in front of me. I'm talking about the National Mustard Museum. We got award winners.
Yeah, yes, every single one of these mustards is an award winner. And, hey, go to the Mustard Museum. Find an interesting mustard. If any of these mustards pique your flavors. There's a really good staff selection box too that sadly we couldn't get because I was allergic to one of them.
There is I'm reading the postcard that came with my box set, and it opens with an incredible sentence in all bold. The National Mustard Museum in downtown Middleton has it all. After marveling at our custom mustard art, ogling the gorgeous collections of antique mustard pots. When I see a mustard pot, I can't help but ogle. I'm going straight to ogle every time. Whoa, this one's good. Dancing in the street at our annual Mustard Day celebration. You can take all that tastefulness home. Damn.
It doesn't get better than this. Thank you to the institution that keeps America together. themustardmuseum.org.
It is an incredible institution, and do you want to know how it came to be? Because I'll tell you. Founder and curator Barry Levinson blames it on the Boston Red Sox. Oh, we've all been there. In the wee hours of October 28, 1986, after his favorite baseball team had just lost the World Series, Barry was wandering the aisles of an all-night supermarket looking for the meaning of life. As he passed the mustards, he heard the voice, "If you collect us, they will come." He did, and they have. In 1992, which is notably 6 years after the 1986 date that was supposedly when this all began, Barry left his job as quiz. Colin, what do you think Barry Levinson's job was prior to being the founder and curator of the Mustard Museum?
I'm gonna have to say he was an elite level super spy.
That's honestly not so wrong. He was the attorney general for the state of Wisconsin. to open this improbable museum, now one of Wisconsin's most popular attractions. Now I got to tell you, later in this brochure, I read this, and I was like, now this is why I have to say this on the podcast. Because, how do I say this? We are mustard monarchs. We are extremely learned. That's why when we slurp these goops, you're going to care what we have to say. We're not some chumps. And you want to know how I know that? Is because there are mustard fun facts, and I want you to tell me just how insulted you are that they think you don't know this.
I know. It's so insulting to think that their most mustard majesty, would not know all of these fun facts. But I think you should read them just so, for the audience, personally.
Did you know mustard flour, mustard's key ingredient, contains only 4.3 calories and 0 carbs per gram? Yeah, it's flour.
That's why it's so healthy.
Yeah, it's ground up seeds. Chill out, man. This one is just come on. This is a fun fact. Did you know mustard is the most popular hot dog condiment?
There's nothing fun about that. That is a bedrock integral fact of the universe.
Did you know yellow mustard gets its color from turmeric? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's right there on the ingredient list. And finally, mustard with potatoes. Yeah. Europeans eat mustard on their French fries. Motherfucker, Americans eat mustard on their French fries. Want to know how I know?
Because I do.
Yeah. It's because we're mustard monarchs, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get on our level. I understand they have to be for the general public. I understand that. But, I'm an enthusiast. I'm coming to the Mustard Museum, or rather purchasing a box set for the Mustard Museum because I'm an enthusiast. I already know this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I was very charmed by the literature that came with my box.
Yeah.
Colin, is there any to-do left to do?
No, I think the only thing left to do is to slather some of these mustards on perhaps a cracker or some bread. I have some nice Italian bread here.
I have some sourdough.
Maybe even just take it right off a spoon.
I got
nothing
spoons.
getting in the way. Yeah.
No, just to make this structure a little clearer to the listener, we have 6 mustards from the award-winner box set, and then both myself and Colin have 4 wild card condiments that we have not told each other what they're going to be. So I think we're going to save those for the end. Do you agree?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So I say, Colin, pick us an award winner to begin with, and we can describe it and then taste it.
Well, I think we have to go back. We have to go back to the original mustard. I think we're gonna go with this motard de miel. Pommeret. This label is almost entirely in French. Facts about this mustard. In 1760, a monk of the ancient religious order of Mieux confided in the Pommery family the secret recipe of their marvelous grainy mustard, which since 1632 had regularly graced the tables of the kings of France. This spacey mustard enhances your cooking for even more success.
This mustard is in a little stone pot, and the top is like a plastic cap that looks like a seal, like a wax seal. I'm in the friggin' past looking at this shit, and I love it. Ingredients, this is how you know it's good. Water, mustard seeds, vinegar, salt, spices. Done.
That's it. What else could you need?
Let's do it. I'm popping it open.
Yeah.
I haven't looked or smelled at any of these. I haven't looked at or smelled any of them.
This smells amazing. Yeah,
Oh,
this is
my
definitely,
God.
this is not like a Dijon mustard or anything. This is definitely like a whole grain mustard. We got some cracked kernels in there.
Okay, the whole grain mustards, I mean I like them obviously, but they're unwieldy because the mustard seeds are so big. It's like it's hard to spread, hard to work with. These are really easy to work with. It's a great texture.
Yeah.
It's got a lovely aroma. I'm thinking I'm eating this right off the spoon. I don't even want to put this on bread.
Well, I will put it on bread.
Okay.
Gotta get both opinions.
I guess, there's nothing stopping me from having a bread bite and a spoon bite. I've bought, rather, Andrew Sherman has purchased for me the pot of mustard. I can do whatever I want with it. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm having it off the spoon as we speak. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, okay. You'll see people on Twitter be like, French food is so overrated. It's like, where's the seasoning? And I agree that it is overrated in the sense that anything that is rated the highest is overrated, probably. But if you want like evidence that they know what they're doing, and sometimes just doing it simple and the best is the thing to do, you got to get yourself some Pommery fucking mustard. I am going nuts over this.
Yeah, no, it's got the exact right amount of vinegar flavor to it. It's not too spicy and fills your mouth with this wonderful earthy mustard flavor.
It's got, oh my God. It's like, and I hesitate to say this because it's so generic and generalized that you can't imagine it, but it's the truth. It's perfectly balanced. It sticks on your tongue. Saying that it fills your mouth was very well put, because it truly does. And it has an aftertaste that lingers because it's just so strong. And it's a very rare type of aftertaste in that it's like, it doesn't change. It's like, oh, I'm still tasting it, and it doesn't ever go off. I mean, ever. I don't know. Maybe in 10 minutes, if I don't have anything else, it'll go off. But like, wow.
Yeah. It really impressive with this. I understand why they specifically call it out as a cooking mustard.
Oh yeah.
Mustard's one of the things that you can use to help blend oil and water together. Just like how you'll use egg in the same thing when you make mayonnaise to blend oil and vinegar. A lot of salad dressings contain mustard to help blend vinegar and oil together. And I think the fact that this is, it's got that perfect texture, it's got that consistent flavor. I bet this would make amazing salad dressings.
Dude.
But honestly, I'm just going to eat it on its own.
Yes. So, I mean, okay. I make salad dressing all the time. And I make it very simple. I have Costco olive oil, Costco balsamic vinegar, and I use fucking French's, dude. I'm just thinking about like how good it would be with, it's unbelievable. And also just like cook up a piece of salmon and just put this on the top at the end, maybe at the beginning.
Oh,
cook it with it. I don't know. Unbelievable. Like, dude, even if we had no other mustards, I feel like that this would be enough to make this all worth it. Holy shit.
Or oh man, if you use this to make a pan sauce, like after you've like, fried some like pork or chicken or something in a pan, you take them out and you like add in a little water to get all the good crispy bits back up. Just put like a teaspoon of this in there, whisk it all together, make a nice little mustard sauce to pour on top of that food. Probably so good.
This is okay. Why do people every day people walk up to me on the street and they say, Tom, why do Condiment Kids? Why are you eating all these mustards? Why do it? Don't you know that mustard is just at the store? It's all the same. The reason we're doing this is because it's not. And it's easy the world wants you to think it is. But like condiments are not like a solved thing. The one that you get at the store is not where it ends. It goes so much further. There's so many treasures for you to get. This is a treasure. I never would have had this without Condiment Kids.
Yeah. I mean, this is a mustard worthy of a monarch and this episode.
It's true. Who knows if you can get it anymore with tariffs and such.
Oh man, yeah. Well, let's move on to another mustard. We got 5 more.
That's true.
Can another mustard beat the Pommery Monarchs?
I don't know. After I am in France and have had their decadent wines, I kind of want to go more down home. I want to be a man of the people and have a nice beer. Well, look at that. I have 100% genuine old-fashioned beer mustard right here. by Shemp's.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shemp's old-fashioned mustards are produced in small batches to preserve the traditions of long ago. We have worked with the master beer craftsman. With the master beer craftsman. No further...
There's only one.
Yeah. No... It doesn't say what brewery. It's just there are some. We've worked with them. To formulate and perfect our Shemp's beer mustard with the true flavor of natural ingredients, including wheat and malted barley, to bring you this traditional, full-flavored Hefeweizen-style mustard. Ooh, I like Hefeweizens.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, I'm opening up. I'm taking a sniff.
Now, this is much goopier immediately. This is some goop right here.
It's wiggly. It's jiggly. It's very smooth. No grains to be found. I'm not getting a huge smell off of it.
Yeah.
But whatever. Spoon it up.
I'm going to make sure I mix mine up a little bit. Just make sure there hasn't been any like liquid that settled on top.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We would hate to okay, as I'm stirring, no, this is as incorporated as it ever can be.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but we don't want
You don't want that, much like the French you don't want the mustard water. That's the last thing that you need.
All right, let's go.
That's
wow. Wow. All right, if you like Hefeweizen, they aren't lying about that flavor being present.
Yeah, no, it's got a little bit of that distinct, like, banana bubblegum flavor that Hefeweizen has. And it's very sweet. It's surprisingly sweet.
Now, let me see. Okay, you know want to know why it is? It's because it's got honey in addition. So this is a honey mustard, essentially.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, this almost tastes like a honey mustard.
Dude, dipping your fucking nuggies in this is going to be an out-of-this-world experience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm just licking this spoon, because this is the spoon I was stirring it with, so it's got it all up the edge. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm licking it off the knife that I'm threading with, and this is some good mustard.
This is like the candy. This is dessert mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, I wanted to say this because it's slightly relevant, and it came to my mind because I'm seeing vinegars on a lot of these ingredient lists. We talked previously, Joe and I, about how vinegar is the father of all good condiments. And Joe said, isn't it mayo too? And I said, no, vinegar's not necessarily in mayo. And some folks jumped up my fucking ass about that because there are vinegars in mayos. It's not impossible. And I just wanted to defend myself. The reason that I thought there was no vinegar in mayo is because for a long time I made the J. Kenji Lopez Alt homemade mayo. That doesn't have any vinegar in it. And it tastes lovely, and it's a full mayo, and back off, man. That's all I have to say.
I'm having to look up what his recipe is then. I
mean, it's just oil, eggs, mustard, and lemon juice, I believe.
Oh, okay. So the lemon juice is taking the place of like the vinegar then. Okay, that makes sense.
So it does have an acid in it, but it doesn't have to be vinegar. Chill out.
But it's a completely different acid, completely different flavor. That's citric and malic, baby. There's no acetic acid anywhere near there.
Talking about dang old chemistry, man. I like this beer mustard. I'm not as blown away by it as I was by the Pommery mustard because it is that was just sort of like a perfectly balanced flavor that was so like honed in, and this is very sort of broad, like you want beer and honey, and like hell yeah I do, but it's kind of what you think it would be.
It doesn't quite have the range that the Pommery has, but like like you said, some chicken nuggies, a ham sandwich, this specifically will go well with a nice pretzel. Great with that.
Dude, well actually pretzel is kind of it's kind of dangerous to bring that up because the Pommery mustard would completely blow it away in a pretzel. Sorry to say.
That's true. That's true.
And it's, I mentioned how I think a lot of the normal full grain mustards are hard to work with. That is the sort of perfect example. You get a fancy pretzel appetizer at a restaurant, and it comes with a little cup of ground mustard with the big. Sometimes it's too big. Sometimes those fucking grains fall off. That would not happen with this French mustard. But I mean, as a honey mustard, like there have been times, like I have in my head memories of having dipping, nuggies or French fries and honey mustard and having the best time. And several times in my memory, I have gotten honey mustard for that purpose, only to find it lacking. It doesn't have enough mustard tang. It doesn't have enough sweetness. It doesn't taste like dessert mustard. This is what you want if you want that.
Yeah. This is the platonic ideal of a honey mustard.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's next? What's our next goop to slurp?
We're gonna go completely out of left field. We're gonna go with the Delicai Gourmet lavender wine mustard.
This was the first one I took out of my box of the award winners, and I didn't look what the award winners were. Colin just told me we're getting the award winners because there was a couple obvious names, like staff favorites and award winners. Like, well, those are the ones to get, and we couldn't get staff favorites because it had something Colin was allergic to. So award winners was. So I picked this out, and I was like, oh my god, we're getting weirdo shit. This is the weirdest one, to be fair.
But this fresh, distinct flavor of this outstanding, award-winning mustard is as marvelous as a glaze on poultry, meat, pork, and fish. Fabulous on a ham or corned beef sandwich. Fantastic added to a deviled egg. This is a white wine mustard. So ingredients: mustard seed, water, vinegar, salt, cane sugar, white wine, and then natural lavender flavor. This is got to be weird and wild.
I don't think I've ever had lavender flavor. It's been, in my experience, a scent exclusively.
Yeah, I've worked with it a couple of times. It can be difficult because you use too much and it does just make stuff taste like Febreze. But I would say that, like, in the right amounts, lavender is what you would classically identify as like a white flower flavor. It's very delicate, it's very nice, it's aromatic. I'm
sniffing this and I'm getting mostly just sort of a subtle mustard.
I think that's what we're gonna get from these creamier mustards. Mm-hmm. It feels like the larger grain mustards are probably gonna have more of an aroma to them, but this one does have some visible like kernel in here.
It's got texture, but it is very goopy and smooth. I'm having this on a bread. I'm going that route. Okay, I gotta have some straight up. I gotta have it raw.
Me too. I hate to say it, this might be the first dud of the batch. It's not a bad mustard, but it just kind of tastes like mustard.
I'm not getting any lavender.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting the particular white wineness of the vinegar side of it. And it has a nice mustard flavor, but I feel like the lavender is just completely lost.
Okay. Are you getting this, or is this just me? That it has, to my palate, more bitterness than it needs.
Yeah. It's got that weird twang to it. And I don't know if that's like tannins from the white wine, or if it's something to do with the mustard, or maybe it might be the cane sugar. This is the first one we've had with cane sugar in it. There's something here's not mixing well.
No, that's a shame, because I was expecting this to be a weirdo mustard, and it's kind of normal. And as you say, of the three we've had, I think we may have shot ourselves in the foot starting with our French Pommery mustard, because I think that may be just the perfect mustard. Because that was perfect. The beer mustard was like, is big and brash and bold and exactly what it was supposed to be. And then this goes for a weird swing, and I don't think it gets there.
Well, we have 3 mustards left if we just want to move right along.
We sure do.
And I feel like all 3 of these are going to be grand slams.
Yeah, I think the one I want to try is Haus Barchheit spicy red jalapeno mustard. There is no copy on this one to read. They are going to let the mustard speak for itself, and I think that's smart.
It does have a recipe for baked jalapeno cheese dip, though.
That's how you know these people know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Smelling it, smells good. It's goopy. It's thicker than the other 2 we've had, and there are very obvious red chunks of red jalapeno, so you know this is real.
Yeah. This is the first one since the Pommery where you sniff it and immediately you feel that mustard in your nose.
Oh, yo, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is zingy. This is getting me. It's not like spicy, like ouch, but because it is a mustard and it is so mouth coating and robust,
Yeah.
that spice is everywhere. That's really pleasant. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. No, it kind of like really gets into the sides of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I'm dipping a little piece of bread in there. I think maybe this is
Yeah.
in the same way, or rather an inverse way, that the previous one, I think, was lessened by being put on a piece of bread. I think this sort of needs a friend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it needs a delivery system. Oh, yeah. And that heat just hangs out with you.
Yo, thought, imagine this. Dip a mozzarella stick in this.
Oh. Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Actually, I'll go one further. In fact, what was I thinking? Jalapeno popper.
That might be a little bit too much. Have you ever had the Colombian version of a mozzarella stick?
I have not. I don't know what that is. Tell me.
So it's a similar like firm white cheese, but instead of being breaded, it's wrapped in a dough.
Ooh.
And it's a little bit more of a farm cheese than mozzarella is, so it has a tiny bit of a twang to it, and I think that with this mustard would be amazing.
You speak very eloquently, and I am convinced in a major way. How do I get my hands on that? I got to meet Colombian people? I guess that's not so bad.
Yeah, seek out a nice Colombian restaurant in your area. You could probably also get like, no wait, arepas are Guatemalan and Peruvian, I think, or maybe they're Colombian. I don't know. I need to study my South American cuisines more.
Mm-hmm. There's always more to learn, folks. That's the best part about being a mustard monarch. You think that once you reach the top, you're done? No. It just means that you have entered the rarefied realm of yummy mustards that will never run dry. It'll always be mustardy. Yeah. Speaking of yummy mustards, after that zingy one that sort of had a rough edge to it, or rough and tumble type of mustard,
yeah,
I think we want something that's. Oh, actually, I was about to, because it's got honey. I'm like, it's nice, but I'm looking at its honey cup, uniquely sharp mustard,
which I'm very curious about.
Divinely spicy, uniquely sharp, decadently delicious. And this is so. Here's why I agree with you that I'm curious how they got this sort of description. The ingredients, the first ingredient, the first one before mustard, is brown sugar. The next one is cider vinegar. The next one, well, surely that's got to be mustard. No, it's oil. Fourth down is mustard. Then honey, spices, salt, your flavorings. But this is mostly a brown sugar spread.
I have a theory about this. I think I've encountered a mustard like this before, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Ooh, okay.
Shall we go for it?
Yes. It kind of looks like honey that's been a little too cold. It's got that the look of honey. It's kind of, as I'm moving it around, kind of slurps around like honey. Not too fast.
It's very jam-like.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, very jam-like. I took a bit of my spoon and it looks like fucking bon maman down there.
Yeah. All right. I'm spreading this on some bread.
Whoa!
See if my theory is correct. It sounds like it is.
Let me have a little more of that.
Mm.
This could just be like a pudding. I could just eat spoonfuls of this while I'm watching TV. Mm.
Okay. So it's not quite as spicy as I was expecting, but this is a unique thing about mustards made from mustard flour, which is when they fully grind the kernels down into as fine a powder as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of notice how you're still getting some like heat in the roof of your mouth, and you might have felt it go up your nose like wasabi a little bit. If you probably doubled the amount of mustard flour in this, if you had it be the first ingredient, I've had a mustard like that. it's literally like putting like a pea-sized amount of wasabi directly on your tongue. Like you just immediately feel it shoot through your entire face.
Well, I'm glad it is not that, because
Yeah.
I have more to get through. And I do not wish my sinuses to be absolutely shot for the remainder of these condiments.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Okay, this is very interesting.
I would put that on like canapes or like little appetizers and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Would be great on you got a cracker with a bit of sharp cheddar on there.
Oh yeah. No, that'll hold up to anything.
Oh man. Okay, it's very interesting because it is so like I was saying, it's like a pudding. Like it's thick. It's you could like it feels right. A lot of these, I'm taking a spoon out, and it feels like I'm being silly for my podcast. It feels right to take a spoon of this. It looks right.
Yeah.
It looks like it's what you're supposed to do. It tastes like what you're supposed to do. And yeah, the mustard is it mostly just is a little jam, and then the mustard is just like, but also here's some fucking zing. And like it's it's just enough to make it interesting. And I think, as you were saying, like if you doubled it and it gave you the wasabi bomb, that would be no good. But right now it's like, it's very pleasant.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine it on like ice cream.
Whoa. Now that's a thought. Okay.
Or like maybe spreading a little bit on like half of a peach. Like I want to try it with something sweet, something that's sweeter than it already is to really bring that zing out.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. You know what would? Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, because I already had that sharp boy cheddar on the brain. Cut up a couple slices of that. Cut up an apple, maybe a Granny Smith.
Yeah.
And make a little sandwich of you have your apple slice, some of this, and then the cheese. Ooh, now that's a treat.
That sounds good. That sounds fantastic.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Honey cup.
Nice little vegetarian mustard sandwich.
All right, now the final mustard of the award winners. This is, I assume, old reliable. This is like French's done right. This is a Ray's mustard. Down East Schooner.
Authentic and award-winning. Yeah.
Classic American yellow. In 1903, when the coast of Maine bristled with canneries, wharfs, and schooners, J.W. Way, a sea captain's son, founded Ray's Mustard Mill in Eastport on the Bay of Fundy. The heart of the mill is a series of rare hand-cut millstones that grind the world's finest mustards. Ray's family mill is the last operating stone mustard mill in the country today. Holy shit. The flavor and aroma of yesteryear is preserved in each bottle of real mustard. This is a jar, man. Sorry to say it. You don't make bottles of mustard no more. All right.
Oh, man.
Looks like French's, smells like French's. It's a little bit
made
thicker.
in Maine. Very important. Reduced sodium, no cholesterol, no fats or eggs, no additives. Just mustard, baby.
This is the first mustard that had honest-to-God mustard water on the top. As it is a classic American yellow. I am not surprised by that. It looks yellow. I am going to take a taste.
This is going to be the mustard that makes me regret that I didn't have a hot dog ready to go.
Yep. Folks, I was right in my prediction. This tastes like French's done right. Wow. What?
You know, I don't want to badmouth French's. French's has always been there for me. You know, it's always available. If you need a normal yellow mustard, you got French's. But now I don't know if I'll ever be able to go back, because now I know what I've been missing.
Oh my God. It's really good. I mean, how do you explain in words on a podcast the way in which this is better than French's?
You know what it is? It's that thing we didn't like in the lavender mustard.
Mm-hmm.
That bitterness that felt out of place is just the pure yellow mustardiness of this that you actually do want and enjoy.
Yes.
Because it's like, French's is a little flat, but this is like a full bouquet. You kind of pick out all the different parts. You feel the vinegar on the sides of your tongue. You feel that bitter, sharp, zingy mustard flavor hanging out on the roof of your mouth.
But it still has
it's all kind of playing together. Yeah.
But it still has that classic sort of like down the middle, like ballpark flavor of, you know, you got your yellow turmeric, which I've learned on my fun fact is how the yellow mustard gets its color. It's just really like I'm gonna. How do this whole entire time I've been wondering which of these mustards am I going to put on my sandwiches because I eat a sandwich every day, and I have a lot of fucking mustard to get through. And so I'm like, what am I going to use these for actually in like real life? One of them's got to be my sandwich mustard. Yeah. They can't all be dipping mustards. And I've had a few in my head that's like, I think that might be the one. And I don't know why I ever thought it would be anything different. This is like fucking amazing.
Yeah, everything else is like, oh yeah, it's they've got their ups and their downs, the things that make them specific for like really good uses. This is just sandwich mustard, baby.
Oh, you know what? Okay, this is another thing about it that you only get with the spoon delivery system, which is, and I think this is their, last stone mill in the country going, which is that all of your yellow mustards are sort of a homogeneous paste, a goo. And that's fine. You're making it for the mass market. You have to make it at an industrial scale. Just make it a homogeneous goo. This has texture to it. You can feel on your tongue and in your mouth that these are like things that have been ground by machines that like you can conceive of, Yeah.
Yeah, I just dipped my knife in there, licked it off. And I don't think I've ever seen yellow mustard with an actual grain to it. Yeah. And you can taste the difference.
There's a lot, it's a lot more sort of that mustard power to it, but not in a way where that is the point, It's just sort of like a stronger in all respects yellow. It still does what yellow does. It's not trying to do anything other than yellow. It's just really, really yummy.
It's just like that French mustard. It's like, hey, what's the perfect version of this mustard? It does, and we don't have to go over the top with it. We don't go any extra, but let's make the best version of this mustard that we can, which is definitely, I think, tied for first place for me is going to be the Downey Schooner and the Pommery. They're just perfect mustards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what? I think I have to agree because the other mustards, as good as they are, and I hate to say this because this is going to paint them in a bad light, and that's not the connotation is off. But I don't have the time to think of the right phrasing, so I'm just going to go with something that is slightly in the ballpark, which is the other mustards are novelty mustards. They are for novel situations where you want something weird. And that's perfect. I love that. As a mustard monarch, wanting weirdo stuff is like that's the lifeblood that keeps this whole thing going. But
why would I have a court if I did not want my mustard jesters to bring me mustards from the far corners of the world?
Yo, they're mustard jesters. And who was the wisest in the courts of of old Europe? Why, it was the jester, of course. But as much as you need the jester, you'd be even more fucked if you didn't have your vizier or your head of state, which is your Pommery and your Down East Schooner.
Your our Admiral Ray out there, ensuring that our trade routes are protected, and then Cardinal Pommery giving us the day-to-day bureaucratic power of this monk-made mustard.
Hell yeah. I love this. Mustard's so good. I mean, the first Condiment Kids part of the joke was can you believe we're going to be eating spoonfuls of seasoned salt? Uh-oh. Crazy. This has opened my eyes a serious gourmet lunch that I wish that everyone could experience and was normal is just to sit down with 5 pots of mustard and just take fucking bites.
And it's, if we weren't doing this for Condiment Kids, I would have some grapes, maybe some cheese to kind of even things out. But like, this has legit been a nice little breakfast for me.
Yeah. All right. I think I know that's the end of the award winners box. So we're on to the wild card condiments. Colin, what's your first wild card condiment you want to eat?
So I've got two of my wild cards are a part of a basket my brother gave me for Christmas last year. He was like, hey, it was kind of like my first like Christmas alone, going back to the family, that kind of thing. He was like, hey, like, what do you want for Christmas? And I know that he and his wife really got into like high grade food stuff over the pandemic. And I was just like, if you have a legit source for saffron, I would love that. You don't have to get me too much stuff. I arrive at Christmas. There's a gigantic basket filled with coffees and various different vinegars and oils and all of these strange chocolates, a traditional Mayan hot chocolate mix. All different kinds of things. And I've taken two of the items from this that I have not tasted. One, just because I haven't gotten to it. I was like, oh, that'd be interesting. And the other one is a thing that has terrified me since the moment I laid eyes on it.
Ooh.
This is Essenza balsamic, reserve pure balsamic without vinegar. I do not know how you make balsamic that is not vinegar.
Yeah, what? Huh? Say more. What is this? Is there words on this bottle that explain it, or is it just like bottoms up, fucker?
Yeah, I mean, this is a little 100 milliliter bottle. It looks like a very thick liquid. This looks like an apothecary bottle. And it says, Essenza is an organic condiment with a rich, full-bodied taste, a distinct acidity, and a depth of flavor. This balsamic is produced with 100% organic cooked grape must without vinegar added. Ingredient: organic cooked grape must. End of sentence.
Whoa. When it's ingredient, and there's no S. That's such a power move. They love doing that.
Yeah. Oh man. So I'm gonna take this. It's got a little dropper head, which I assume means that it's quite potent.
Eyedropper. What?
It looks like it has that perfect like reddish brown balsamic color.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no bits in it. All right, we're just.
Oh, I wish I had. Folks at home, I'm feeling the same thing you're feeling.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it?
Yeah. So I only put like a couple of drops on this piece of bread, and my mouth feels like I ate an entire salad drenched in balsamic.
Holy moly!
This is. Have you ever had balsamic reduction before?
Yes, I have.
So you know how it kind of like it brings out a little bit more of like that apple sweetness from it?
Mm-hmm.
This has that flavor without tasting sweet or being like a jam, basically. It's very potently concentrated, like grapey, appley balsamic.
Whoa.
I have no idea what I would do with this still, but
I guess my question is I'm still sort of hung up on the no vinegar thing, because like the really expensive and thick balsamics, I mean, they're already so sweet and so syrupy that like I mean, I don't have one on hand to refresh my memory, but I don't recall there being a lot of like that sour vinegar tang to them.
They're pretty balanced out with everything else in them.
Mm-hmm.
And this really has zero acidity to it too. Very strange.
This is just like a fucking grape jelly that they have absolutely supercharged.
Yeah.
No pectin.
Oh man.
Whoa. Can you put a picture of this in the chat? I need to see.
Yeah. And I'm going back for seconds, baby.
Oh yeah. I mean, why would you not? I had multiple spoons of all these mustards.
Okay, picture incoming.
Well, folks, I don't know what I was expecting, because what I've gotten is a picture of a plate with some fucking balsamic. Well, I was about to say balsamic vinegar. Some liquid that looks identical to balsamic vinegar on the plate and on a piece of bread. So, okay. I thought there'd be some sort of like, this would help me get my mind around it, but not really. It looks good.
It's so intense. This is so much more than I put in the last one. And it's like, oh, I don't know if I can finish that.
What? So,
it might have been too much.
It's intensity, but the intensity isn't vinegar. It's just grape must flavor?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so strange.
Wow. Okay. Do you, having this, are you now like balsamic needs no vinegar? It's a crutch. Or like, have you been convinced?
No. I think that I think balsamic still needs vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
They go great together. They go great in a salad dressing together. What I will say, I'm really interested in using this to marinate meat because I don't always want an acid in my meat marinades long term. Which is always like, oh, if I'm going to marinate something with balsamic, I'm probably going to add it in the last couple of hours.
Yeah.
I could like marinate ribs in this for like 24 hours and not be worried about it.
Okay. Is there any indication on the bottle what this is, what the uses are? Like, does it give you hints? Or
no.
That to me is
None.
A huge. Yo, Essenza Balsamic, get in touch. I'll consult because this is, if you make a crazy thing that like costs a lot and is really and can't be had on its own, I'm sorry to say it, but you need to put on the label what to put it on. Notice all of our mustards say what to put it on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Some even include a recipe, and this is just like, it's pure balsamic. What more do you need to know?
What I need to know is, why didn't you put any vinegar in there? Vinegar's yummy. All right. I'm going to start off on one of my wild card condiments, unless you have more to say about Essenza.
No, it's just balsamic, but more.
I'm gonna have Grillo's pickles, pickle de gallo. Are you a Grillo's fan, Colin?
I am a big Grillo's fan. Grillo's pickle de gallo has become incredibly popular here in Virginia.
No way. I'm a huge Grillo's fan. I think they make the best pickles. I just get the sandwich pickles. I've seen some people polarized over Grillo's. Some people say that Grillo's sucks. Now, these people to me are out of their goddamn minds. They taste so much better than your Velasics and Mount Olives and Clausen's. I mean, the most obvious thing is there's a fucking grape leaf in all of them in the jar. And it's like, well, that's flavor, baby. You don't get that with Velasic. And pickle de gallo, well, would you believe it's pico de gallo, but with pickles? Yeah, it's just a bunch of chopped up pickles with onions, bell peppers, and garlic. Now, to me, I don't see how this could possibly be bad.
It's not. It's quite good.
Now, folks, you had pico de gallo before? Oh, you have? I'm glad to hear it. So you must know what I'm about to say, which is that pico de gallo is a lovely condiment that's bright, refreshing, and it tastes like you're drinking a glass of water. It's lovely to have. You can put it on a taco. You can put it on all sorts of stuff. Delicious. Delicioso. Now, what if I told you, what if it was just a little bit sourer? You'd probably go like, that sounds lovely. Well, there you go. You're eating pickle de gallo.
Let me give you the deep cut.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little slurp of it.
Oh,
Just
drink
slurp
the
up some
juice.
of that liquid. Drink the juice.
That's a really good juice. You know what? That juice, half and half with a glass of water, that you could sell that as like your signature drink at the restaurant. Obviously, you'd run out very quickly because these are not cheap. Could
you imagine Grillo's pickle lemonade? Like,
yo, no, I mean I can, and my response was to go, oh. So okay, obviously pickle juice is yummy at a baseline. This is so drinkable because it's not just pickle juice. It's got the onion and peppers in it, and so it's got that oniony flavor, and like the water inherent to those veg has sort of watered it down to a level where it does not feel like you drink pickle juice and you feel like I'm doing something wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. Look at me. This is, you drink this, and like I say, the first thought I thought of was like, sell this as a drink at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Wow, pickle de gallo. I was nervous that Grillo's was flying too close to the sun with this one. No.
It is absolutely, there's a taco place near me that is exclusively what they use for their pico, and it's so fantastic.
My initial response to a taco place using a purchased pico is like, how dare you? But I don't know, I see it. I might do the same in their place.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next wild card condiment, Colin?
Well, listen, it wouldn't be Condiment Kids if we didn't cause ourselves pain. So I'm currently getting a mouthful of Lowry's seasoning salt.
I cannot believe that we didn't do Lowry's before. It is one of the all-time condiments. It is just, I mean, there are foodies who will poo-poo spice mixes, and I think that if you have any sort of opinions in your head that lead you to poo-poo Lowry's, like, you got to rewind and fix it.
Now, I will say I am a Lowry's hater.
What?
But that's because I'm a Chesapeake Bay boy. I go ride or die for Old Bay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's nothing against the seasoning salt. It's just it's that Chesapeake, Gulf of Mexico rivalry. But I have always carried a container of Lowry's because there are some things it's better for. You can't make gumbo with Old Bay. Just doesn't taste right.
Mm-hmm.
But we did Old Bay and an Old Bay alternative last time, and now we are going for the Lowry's. Yeah, that's sand. That's salty sand.
Yeah, I think you're meant to have it with others.
Yeah, you're meant to have it with. It's supposed to be on things. But this is why we're Condiment Kids, Condiment Kings, Mustard Monarchs. It's because we can handle straight seasoning salt.
Tell me about the notes you get from this dust.
I think the primary thing is Lowry's is primarily a salt.
Yeah.
Something like Old Bay is more of a seasoning. Lowry's is straight up a salt.
Yeah.
And its major components. I'm getting a lot of paprika and I'm getting a lot of celery.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm not getting that I'm missing from my Old Bay is like mustard seed and fennel. And if I was truly insane, I'd take some of one of these mustards and mix it with some Lowry's right now and do that. But I am not doing that. That is too much salt.
Okay, well then, one moment I'm gonna go get some Lowry's from my pantry and do that.
Okay, if you're gonna do it, I'll do it.
And we're back. What would you recommend as the mixer?
I mean, it's got to be Ray's, right? It's got to be the Downy Schooner.
I was thinking that's probably the way. How am I gonna manage this? Because I have a spoon of mustard, and I guess I just sprinkle it.
Yeah.
Let's go. And here I thought that we weren't gonna uncover any extremely.
I think this is up there with last time when we combined the Laogan Ma with Jardinera.
Which if you didn't listen to that, I think that was the most valuable takeaway, which is they go together. Like, do it. Do it. They are yummy. Both same time. Okay. Yeah, and that's this is innovative. I'm looking at this and it's just so fucked up.
Yeah. All right.
God, is the ratio right? I don't think there is a right ratio. I'm just going for it down the hatch.
It's not quite Old Bay, but it is good.
Folks, that's terrible. Don't do that. Wow. This is just far too much stuff. I didn't get any notes or flavors. It was just...
I made my mustard saltier.
Yeah. Don't do that. Whew. Well, this is why we're the Condiment Kids. We do these things that civilians don't have to.
All right. What are you hitting with us next?
I have something which is called the Terrapin Ridge Farms Everything Aioli Garnishing Sauce.
Ooh.
Now, what is in this? oil, water, mustard, Worcestershire sauce, tomato paste, vinegar, egg yolks, cane sugar, salt, spice and spice extractives, granulated garlic, onion powder, lemon juice concentrate. To me, this is just a mayo that they have added mustard and Worcestershire sauce and tomato paste to. And folks, do you hear me complaining?
It sounds like Thousand Island dressing remade from first principles.
Yes.
We're not going to mix mustard, ketchup, and mayonnaise together. We're going to build this from the ground up with all the same ingredients.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have it. I'm having another go. Okay. I hate to say this. This is mid. There's really not a lot to it to describe.
It's trying to be too much.
You think of this. You look at this. You hear it, and you think like, I want a really sort of deep and tangy and complex flavor that's got the creaminess and richness of mayo. And it's just kind of fine. Like, it's not that flavorful. And I don't know how they manage that with what's in here. It's very smooth. It goes away very fast. And while it's there, I don't know. I feel just like, I hate to say it, but I feel like if I just took some normal mayo and stirred pick-a-peppa and some MSG in there, it would taste better than this.
Yeah. I fully agree.
All right, don't buy that shit.
Yeah. All right. Next, I have Chinese red vinegar.
Yo, that's a color of vinegar I've never heard of. Tell me more.
Yeah. Serving suggestions is for seafood or dim sum. It is water, rice vinegar, salt, molasses, and red dye number 40.
Oh, okay. Well,
I picked this up a while. I just happened to see it at the grocery store and checked out the ingredients, and the molasses really stuck out to me. Because you see those kind of like classic Chinese like roasted meats. Like a lot of time they do it with like duck, with ribs, and it has that incredibly bright red color to it.
I've always wondered how they do it.
So that comes from dark soy sauce. Basically, like in China, you have two different kinds of soy sauces you normally buy. You have light soy sauce, which is what we would normally think of as soy sauce, and then dark soy sauce, which is a little bit more concentrated in soy, but also more importantly has molasses in it. And that bright red color is from the kind of caramelization of the sugar in the dark Chinese soy sauce. Famously, when I started using that in my cooking, it is what fully pushed my soy intolerance into a major allergy.
Oh no!
And so I ever since I haven't been able to like get that kind of effect. And then I see this and I'm like, oh, this is the same. This is the same molasses in vinegar. Finally, I have something that, as long as I'm okay with it having a little bit more of a vinegar tinge to the marinade, can get me that bright red flavor and that caramelization on like the outside of the meat. Now we're just gonna. I think I'm gonna pour a little bit on some bread and also take a swig of it.
Godspeed.
So it's kind of interesting. If you've ever drank rice vinegar before, it has that same specific zing. I don't know what particularly makes rice vinegar taste a little bit zingier than other like a distilled white wine vinegar or something, but it has that. And the molasses really doesn't come through as sweet. It's kind of like hidden in the baseline sweetness of the vinegar. But what it does do, which is very surprising to me, it gives it a thicker mouthfeel. Which is a thing famously we want from our vinegars.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about the mouthfeel of their vinegars.
Yeah. I could see maybe using it in a vinaigrette to like see if it would like cling to like leaves a little bit better, especially like a tougher leaf like a spinach or something. But I mean, mostly like it's vinegar. I guess it has a job, but it's nothing crazy to write home about.
Yeah. I know that the first time we did this. I had Chinese black vinegar. I was excited for that because I had bought it from Mapo Tofu because they just say to do that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, now I'll sort of know what black vinegar is all about. And I recall that it was a more pleasant flavor on its own than I thought, and it sort of had a unique flavoring to it. I couldn't recall the specifics now. And I figured, well, now that I sort of know it, I'll be able to incorporate it into my cooking in creative ways. Dude, no. No. I never used it again other than for Mapo Tofu.
My recommendation for it is it has a very particular smoky flavor it adds to things. I whenever I do like crock pot pulled pork or something, I put a little bit in there so it tastes like it's been smoked or put on the grill.
Here's what I'm going to hit you with the news of the century. I don't really cook meat like ever, which really brings my possibility space, contracts it quite a lot. But I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will be like, my wife, you eat something else tonight.
Yeah, put a little bit in like the liquid you use to like braise some cabbage. That would probably be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a nice slaw. Make a smoky slaw.
Yeah.
Yo, okay.
Yeah.
I'm back on board. So do you? I bring this up to ask, like, do you, having had that red vinegar, do you feel the inspiration to be like, this is one of my tools now, or is this a novelty still?
I think it's still a novelty. Really, the only reason that I would use it is as like a marinade for something that I wanted to get caramelized.
Mm-hmm.
I might put some in some like along with some brown sugar on like carrots. That would probably be pretty good. I might use it as a part of like a meat marinade. I might, toss it with some like Brussels sprouts if I'm going to be like roasting them in the oven. But I don't really see it replacing a much more flavorful vinegar in how I usually cook.
Fair enough. I mean, some of these wild cards are not going to be good. And
yeah,
I mean, my everything aioli, and I feel like this next one is just because I needed to get 4 wild card condiments. So I went to this specialty store and just picked stuff. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, this feels mid. You want to know why? First of all, it's a Momofuku brand condiment, which is like anytime there is the supermarket version of like a real chef's stuff, that's mid. Sorry, it just always is. So this is by David Chang, restaurant grade flavor by David Chang. I doubt it. I bet it's better at the actual restaurant.
Yeah.
It is sweet and spicy chili garlic sauce. So how bad can that be?
Yeah.
You're holding a gently spicy, perfectly balanced, endlessly versatile blend of gochujang, soy sauce, and other bold umami magic. Marinade meat, punch up a stir fry, drizzle it on a pizza. The only limit is your creativity. So it's just gochujang, soy sauce, brown sugar, tapioca syrup, rice vinegar, sesame oil, dried garlic, dried onion, yeast extract, and black pepper. So when they said other bold umami magic, I'm like, do you mean garlic and onions? And yes, they did. But yeast extract was actually a curveball that I did not see coming. That, I got to give it props for not just being the obvious thing, which I figured this would be. But I'm putting a little nubbin on my finger. Looks like barbecue sauce. I find that quite bad. I'm not going to have more of that. I actively don't like it.
Oh, what is particularly bad about it?
Just kind of tastes bad. I don't like. It doesn't have a pleasant. It's hard to say. It just does not have a pleasant flavor. It's not bitter. It's okay. I gotta have more to speak on it. I didn't want more, but like, if you're gonna make me talk on a podcast, whoever thought about a podcast where you talk about shit?
I don't think that's how the medium's supposed to go. Like that's why we're sitting in a studio together with cameras pointed at us, right?
Yeah. I'm not getting any. I mean, it's spicy because I have feeling heat on my tongue, but I'm not getting any chili flavor. I'm not getting any garlic flavor. It's not really sweet or spicy. I'm just kind of getting purely like the rice bit of the gochujang, of like the fermented rice, but it's like not pleasant.
That does sound awful.
Yeah, no, I really don't like that. Don't buy that shit. Maybe it's better with something. I don't know, because like gochujang, I like gochujang as an ingredient, but I bet that if I had a spoonful of it, I'd feel the same way. But gochujang does not fucking put itself in a squeezy bottle that says put this on your pizza. This would ruin a pizza.
Do you think, does it say if it's supposed to be used for like cooking or anything? Because I feel like maybe there's aspects of it that like you have to heat it and cook it a little bit to bring out some of the flavors.
Dude, the only limit is my creativity. I will say that, yeah, the three things it says, and there is a QR code for more recipes, but the only uses it says in its little copy paragraph all involve heat. Like marinate meat, punch up a stir fry. Okay, those, marinate, you don't eat it. It's part of, you understand. And punch up a stir fry, yeah, you mix it in, stir is in the name, so you're not like, but drizzle on a pizza is driving me insane.
Yeah, that sounds bad. Why not just use a shaker of chili flakes at that point? Like,
just put fucking, to go back to, 2012, put some sriracha on there. I don't know. Sriracha are they still bad? Who's to say? I haven't gotten sriracha in forever.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
One of the things I almost brought for this episode was sriracha ketchup.
Ooh. People thought sriracha got basic, but I'm ready to admit I love that stuff. I wish it hadn't become basic. It's yummy.
Yeah.
All right. What's your, I think, final wild card?
Yeah, the final wild card of the night.
Well, for you, I got one still.
Ooh, yeah. This is Lindera Farms pawpaw vinegar.
Whoa!
Do you know what a pawpaw is?
I know that it is a sort of American fruit that grows wild and is not generally cultivated and sold, because I'm going to assume, I don't know, but just any fruit that's not cultivated and sold is because it is very difficult to package and transport. That would be my assumption. Yeah. Okay.
I'm dropping a photo of a pawpaw. They're native to the southeast of the United States. They're basically like an American papaya. And yeah, you're right on the nose. The reason they've never been cultivated across America is they ripen incredibly quickly and become incredibly soft, and so it's almost impossible to ship them anywhere. But you can get it made into vinegar now. This has an Appalachian Made sticker on it. Pawpaw, a native fruit to the U.S., gives a wonderful floral and tropical set of flavors, ranging from mango, passion fruit, to lime and more. Try it in any tiki drink, as a part of a ceviche, or anywhere you might use citrus. Ingredients: foraged pawpaw, honey, water, and yeast. So
that sounds good as hell.
Yeah. Now that my water cup is empty, I'm just gonna put a little in there. Oh yeah, it's immediately like, it smells like tropical flowers and mango.
Ooh.
Oh man. It's got like a little bit of a butterscotchiness to it too. And then I've gotta get this slurp on mic. Oh yeah, that's so good. It's
hell yeah.
It's got a real nice back of the mouth vinegar quality to it. Without really feeling all that acidic on your tongue. And yeah, like a kind of like soft vanilla tropical fruit flavor. That is fantastic.
Would you say that it has a value? I don't want to say better, because I don't, guy who did the fruit tournament, want to rank the fruits against each other.
Yeah.
Do you think that like it is more than a novelty and like deserves a place with like citrusy vinegars, as like this is not just a replacement for a citrusy vinegar, but its own thing that is it stands on its own 2 feet, I guess I want to say.
Yeah. I would say I would not use this to cook. I think probably a lot of the more delicate stuff that I'm tasting would probably get cooked out.
Mm-hmm.
But in anything you're doing cold side, in like it said, ceviche, salad dressing, cocktails, drizzle on like some cheese and crackers, like anything like that, it's gonna taste more unique than a vinegar you add lemon juice to or something.
How thick is it? It's pure water?
Yeah, it's quite thin.
Okay. I'm thinking
it has a little bit of like a thick meniscus, but like it really didn't taste thick at all.
Am I crazy? I'm about to say something that might be crazy, and you might immediately know why this is wrong. What if you had a cheesecake? Put a pin in
Yeah.
that. You poured some of this into a small saucepan and maybe a little splash of cornstarch slurry. And you just cook this down until it gets a little syrupy. Put that on the cheesecake. What are we thinking?
No, I think you're spot on.
Okay.
Or like you could do it with like a little rock sugar or something too. You wouldn't have to heat it
Ooh.
up all that much. Like, keep it under 100 degrees. You can still reduce it a little bit, thicken it up, and probably keep a ton of those really, really like delicate flavors. And then on a cheesecake, that all those like bright like fruity vinegar notes with like just some like nice hearty cheesecake. That sounds amazing.
You know what would absolutely take it over the top is if you do your drizzle and then like in the middle put a couple of mulberries. We're talking pure American indigenous unshippable fruits.
Ooh, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no, I want that. I want that so
Yeah,
bad.
me too. Fuck, I'm getting myself hungry. And you know what? I'm
Yeah.
hungry. One thing to do is eat condiments out of a jar straight. And
Yeah.
this is my final wild card condiment. And this one is the one that I most hope lives up to what I'm thinking it will be. Because this is a raw mango pickle. Am ka achar,
Oh.
the king of Indian pickles.
I've had that before. Oh, yeah, go for it.
One of India's most beloved condiments. It's delicious with rice and dal, curries, breads, roti, paratha, dahi, yogurt, and other savory favorites. Our raw mango pickle is made from luscious green mangoes, aromatic Indian spices, and organic extra virgin olive oil slowly fermented to create a mouth-watering, blissfully delicious pickle. We're talking about raw mangoes, salt, olive oil, fenugreek seed, vinegar, turmeric powder, Kashmiri chili, fennel seed, mustard seed, cayenne pepper, ginger powder, coriander seed, black cumin seed, and asafoetida, which is a thing I know about from tasting history. I have not looked at the. I mean, I look in it, and I can't really wrap my head around from the side view of the jar like what this is, because there's like striations. Like it looks like there's just a bunch of fennel seeds, and then there's like a big chunk that's just one flat color, and then there's more like shoved down fennel seeds. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but or how I even
Can
like.
you send me a picture of the bottle?
Oh yes,
Because I might have had something different.
I will do that. I will send you the side view that I just described, and then I will show you from above of the opened jar. You can't really see because of this lighting. Fuck.
You're fine.
But you see the striations?
Oh, yeah. This is like the first time I had like those kinds of pickles, it always like mystified me because it seemed like it was a jar full of crab meat and like mashed like eggplants.
It is, of all the things that we've had today, the least uniform. I don't know
Yeah.
about crab meat. Like I can clearly see these are chunks of mango. But like it's just stuff floating in olive oil. And I don't know if you're aware of this concept that Dylan, my homie Dylan, who ate 11 tea sandwiches with me, he made me aware of this concept called the goated bite, which I think everyone knows
Yeah.
intuitively, which is when you're eating something you are tactically eating in order to set up the goated bite. You want as many goated bites as possible where you have everything in the correct proportion. And yeah. I don't know how to set up the goated bite with this because like what do I stir it? Like how many pieces of mango? Like what is the ratio of mango slice to other stuff that I'm looking for? I just don't know.
I think you just want the mango slice. Everything it's gonna have gotten all of that flavor via the oil at some point.
Now should I like drain as much of the oil as I can? Because I don't want to just be like having big spoons of olive oil because I mean I do have to go to the bathroom later.
Yeah. I think maybe like try to like let the mango piece drip a little bit,
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so the oil. Whoa. Okay. So I didn't have a lot of the oil, obviously, because I dripped it off. I'm gonna have to have another piece of mango because I don't yet know how to think about that. But And when I say I don't know how to think about it, I don't mean I don't know what my opinion is. Like I literally don't know how to think about that.
Yeah.
But like just the oil that I got that's still in my mouth, like that is an incredible depth of flavor. It's spicy, but not too spicy. There's just a lot to it. Oh, I'm just licking the oily spoon now. Okay. I mean, right away, I can just say that if this was like a flavored olive oil, that in itself would be like, okay, this is legit. But let me have another bite of the mango chunk. I'm going to try to get as little oil as possible with this one. Okay. I think part of why it's difficult for me to know how I'm even approaching this is that there are two words in what this is, mango and pickle, which I come to with certain assumptions.
Yeah. Preconceived notions.
Neither of those are relevant here. Pickle, I'm thinking tangy and vinegar. There is no tang. This is very umami. This is very deep and very savory. And the mango, I mean, it's kind of not that strong of a flavor. It feels like a lot of what it's doing is just, being the meat,
Yeah.
I eat up the mango and I'm not feeling like, oh, delicious mango flavor. What I'm getting is like the flavor of the oil suffused within it. And at first I wasn't so sure if I like it, but like the more I'm talking about it and the more I'm feeling it in my mouth, I just like I want another. I want more. Like I want another. I can see myself getting addicted to this.
Yeah.
Which is bad because this was by far the most expensive one. This was like $16 for this jar.
Yeah.
I'm wondering,
how could you even make it on your own? Where are you going to get green mangoes from?
I don't know. Well, I know that there's lime pickle, which is just, that I have had lime pickle, and lime pickle, unlike mango pickle, the assumptions you bring to it are partially correct because you have the lime and you're like, that's a lime. You have this mango and you don't feel like, wow, mango. You know what I want to do is I've been eating this stuff off the spoon. I'm going to put a bit on some bread and have that. And I think maybe that will give me some more.
Give you some guardrails.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about this, like a little cup of white rice and just like put a dollop of this on top as like a side. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You'll notice I went back for another bite.
Yeah. That's the good sign.
Okay. This is the real deal. I really don't know how to describe it any further because it is so singular, at least to me. I've not had many Indian pickles.
Yeah.
But that is wow, it's hard to resist.
I'm thinking I might have had a different Indian pickle than that, but I do remember just like it tasting like nothing I had ever had before.
Yeah. Whoa. Because like nothing in here is so exotic, other than asafoetida, the last ingredient.
Yeah.
Like a fenugreek seed, turmeric, fennel, mustard seed, ginger, coriander. These are things I eat every day.
Yeah.
Not all of them every day, you know what I mean. But like this is it's really good, and I fear what will happen is because it is so foreign, I won't really know how to use it in an actual like eating normal setting. Like obviously I'm like, oh, this is so yummy right now on our funny show, but like how do I fold this into my actual dining? I don't know.
I mean, it's I would treat it like you would treat like pickles and olives and stuff, and that's sometimes you put out a little plate with some cheese and various accoutrements to go with it, and it's a nice it's literally just a nice little condiment.
It really is. I don't know how to describe the taste. I don't even. Oh, geez. Like the mustards that were good, I'm like, this is delicious. Like right away, I'm like, it's yummy.
Yeah.
I'm having this, and like all the things that I sort of know of as delicious, like I'm not getting them, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to have more of this. Like this can't leave my mouth. Like I have to keep
Yeah.
feeling this feeling. It's very unusual. I wonder if someone who actually knows about Indian pickle and has had a lot of them would like look at this brand and be like, this is fucking like, this is like the French's of Indian pickle. This is nothing. I don't know. We'll see. But wow, that has really shocked me. So my two goops, my two wild card goops, they have been duds, but pickle de gallo and raw mango pickle.
Yeah.
Home runs.
Yeah, similarly, pawpaw vinegar, great. Lowry's is just salt, and you know, what can I say about red vinegar and essence of balsamic other than that's what they are?
Yeah. I mean, you say that Lowry's is just salt, and it is. That's correct. But we do have to remember that one of the real reasons it's so delicious is that the second ingredient is sugar.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. This bottle says contains no MSG. I've put MSG in this bottle.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I am a big fan of when seasoning mixes say that, saying, "Oh, that's okay, honey. Nobody's perfect."
Yeah.
When I use Lowry's, it is always in a 2-to-1 ratio with MSG. So if I'm using 2 teaspoons of Lowry's, I'm putting 1 teaspoon of MSG. Same as with Tony Chicheri's, which also says no MSG. I don't know if I do the same ratio with Old Bay, but hell yeah, put some MSG in there.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about, this was like a main topic of the Sickos Become Poverty Chefs. Is just like, why aren't you using MSG in everything? Scientists invented it to taste the best. Like, are you really going to spit on science?
Yeah, science invented it so you could have delicious food with less salt in it. It's to save your life.
Yeah, yeah, it's medicine. Holy shit. Condiments. I love them.
Condiments.
Mustard's great.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm so glad we got the band back together. I'm so glad we've been crowned mustard monarchs. We're ruling over you know, our kingdoms. We're distributing mustards to all, and it's delicious.
It really is. When you said Condiment Kings 2, I was just like, yes, when? Like, there was no time taken, especially once I saw what was on offer from the Mustard Museum box sets. I'm like, this is going to be, because the previous one, like you said, kind of the joke was like, we're in for it, ha ha.
Yeah.
Drinking soy sauce by itself, nutty. Well, you had aminos, I believe.
Yeah.
This is just pure good. I mean, aside from the fucking Momofuku crap.
Yeah.
Wow, like, I recommend, if you have like $50 lying around, first of all, how don't you know about everything going on? How are you pulling this off? But if you have $50 lying around, you really could spend it a lot worse than getting a nice box set from the Museum of Mustard. These things are lovely. And also, Christmas is coming. Get someone some mustard.
Yeah.
Condiments do not get their due. People think ketchup and mustard, they think ketchup and mustard there's 3 versions, you know? There's French's and Heinz and fucking Hunt's. And that's it. That's all the condiments that there are. No, there's so many stupid things to eat. I love it.
You know, you said this, you mentioned the holidays. I'm so upset. The Mustard Museum does not have a mustard advent calendar. They're leaving money on the table.
Sorry, you caught me eating a piece of bread. That is absurd. I have my sister-in-law got us a Bon Maman jam advent calendar.
Oh yeah.
Which is dude, talk about, I'm gonna have to put 7-8 jars of shit in my fridge. I don't have space for all these fucking mustards. And then on top of that, 24 little jars of jam. I don't have jam that often. What am I gonna do with all this?
Me and an ex also got the Bon Maman jars, And it's like literally, it's if you do not have 4 slices of toast every day, they just sit around for forever. The chocolate one that's not even really a jam.
No way.
I think that one lasted until we moved out of that apartment.
Oh my God, there's chocolate coming. Holy
Yeah.
Folks, at the time of recording, it's December 1st. I've opened one of the 24 jars of, I haven't opened the jar, but I've opened one of the 24 doors on the advent calendar.
Yeah.
And there's chocolate coming. Holy moly. That's going to be good. God, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to open up the beer mustard and dip a crust of bread in there because this is the kind of thing I can do now as a condiment king. I'm the defender of the Dijon dogma.
Yeah. Literally, you now have your dipping mustards.
But go off, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So folks, if you all out there become condiment kings, condiment kids, it's called, the show is called Condiment Kids, but we have fully transitioned over into king-based theming.
Yeah.
I think we've graduated. We started as kids and now we're kings.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we ever do a third one, it's going to be Condiment Kings because it's official. If you become a condiment king out there, let us know. Go to the Anime Sickos Discord and the food and drink channel and tell us about your favorite funny condiments. I'd love to know.
Yeah. Listen, subscribe to Moonshot so Andrew has more money to buy us more condiments later.
Holy shit. I can't believe he bankrolled this. It's just an unbelievable expenditure for...
Yeah.
And I say this not to denigrate what we've done. I think this is an excellent piece of audio and very interesting. A dog shit return. But yeah, listen to Moonshot podcasts. They have all sorts of stuff. They have a bunch. I'm looking at their list of podcasts on their website now. You have to scroll down to look through them all. It's incredible. And one of them is going to be The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a great audio drama series where I'm one of the main characters. That'll get its due on Anime Sickos once it's like coming out. But this is just like, hey, remember that? Remember how I said that? Well, I'm saying it again.
Yeah.
Oh, Colin, is there anything you want to plug before we go?
Oh, buddy. No. I don't have any podcasts going on. I've mostly gotten off social media.
Smart.
Go play Dwarf Fortress. Do that for me.
Dwarf children are born worshiping unknown gods.
Yeah. And some of those gods are condiments.
Yo. Whoa, has there been a dwarf fortress where the dwarfs like worship mustard deities? Because that's where I want to live. I don't want to live.
There has to be. Yeah.
They seem like a bad place. Hell yeah. Well, I'm going to go eat some people food. I'm going to make a sandwich with pickled de gallo and Ray's classic American yellow. And you know what? It's going to be fucking amazing.
It's going to be delicious.
Anyway, I've been Tom, a condiment king.
I've been Colin, also a condiment king.
Anime Sickos will not be about condiments next week, but do not take that as an apology.
Yeah.
This was the right thing to do. I'm just saying it's a sometimes treat. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Anime Sickos. I've been Tom, a sicko. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Tom Harrison. Joe was also a sicko. You can follow him on Blue Sky at Sharia Uncle. You can follow Anime Sickos on Blue Sky at Anime Sickos, or email us at animesickos@gmail.com. You can give us money at patreon.com/Anime Sickos if you want. Please leave us a review or something. I don't know. Tell a friend. Anyway, until next time, bye.